And here I am back. What do you mean, Goliath? I can take as many breaks as I want. Okay? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I did already all that. Let's see. About us, an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with well, assistant. That's you. Right initial. Him again. I'm so tempted to just write that, but it's Harry Dubois. I'm just gonna tell everyone I'm Raphael, but I'll write down Harry Dubois. It will be confusing AF. The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says coroner's case number blah 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 blah. Write it down. Next. Name. Next. Not available. Next. Date of birth. Not available. Age. The man corrects. He's correct. Roughly 50. Right. Roughly 50. Corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook. Team with endurance. We team with opportunistic microorganisms. Hanging out a foul-smelling diamine compound. Your eyes turn watery. Race mondial. Write it down. Pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial or anything else, or anything other. X. Kunwese. Fucky fucky, the little monster exclaims energetically. Male. Pig's gonna have sex. These guys. Male. Nor does it look male with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face. Date of death? We're still going with March 4th, 51. Yes. What else? He looks over his shoulder. Body identified by is non-applicable. The 10 case number is the same as the coroner's case. Listens motionless to the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains. Evidence of treatment. None, at least not after the initial examination. What exactly is treatment anyways? Inferring with the body's position or wounds post-mortem. How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure. Okay, what's next? Places his glove on his gloved hand on the dead man's chest as if in preparation. Alright. Your central nervous system recognizes gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a whole lot from pre-Dolorian burial rites. It takes 2 seconds to perform. And then... but not so sure. Oh, with the treatment, you're so sure. Kuhn's been pelting it with rocks. It doesn't count. That's not that doesn't count the treatment. Glass, poker face. Somewhere in Jamrock North, a small woodshed behind Rosencrantz Row. Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand on the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside. Light drizzle. There's darkness in the shed. Elsewhere, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window outside. Grand Couronne. Days turning dim for Sergeant Mac Thorson. Hand extended, he approaches to make sure she's dead more than anything else. So all across Jamrock, Cold City, Gree 40, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath. We should start the post-mortem. Turn the page. The corpse cannot feel, Kim Sanders says. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copy paper tries to answer why. Let's see. External examination. Close begins. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Barbodine, I think. Let's see. He turns the body into the side to check the underwear label. See! It's happening! Barbodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white. Disappointment palpable. The red hair thing is expecting something more lurid. Write it down. Boots are ceramic vitreous enamel. They fuse to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. Write it down. Tattoos. He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body. Upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. Assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case file as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a triggered mini. Write it down. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow, length 3 meters. There's a buckle on the other end. Write it down. He produces a measuring tape. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters, generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good, ambient temperature below freezing. Write it down. Body hair is light brown, distribution is consistent with age, he kneels in to get a better look. The deceased had a male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Let's see. Write it down, short, light brown, male pattern baldness. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested, contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity. Fucking low velocity, shink shonk! The kid explodes. You see, Kuno doesn't know what I'm talking about. Velocity was fucking max! Yeah, this guy. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity. Then pays no heed. In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Write down. Ligature mark. The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand putting on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut. The steel wiring, he concedes, breathless. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark. You just got the right tool for it, right friend. The chain cutters. Oh, good thing you got these chain cutters. Pulls out the rubber grip chain cutters. Always good to think ahead. Now, once the rope squeezing the dead man's neck. You need to cut the belt so the ligature mark to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can. See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off. No, he ain't. See, looks Blaze. You pigs are boring fuck. Look for a good spot to cut. The belt is equally thick around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edge like white bread, rising from the yeast. You notice the weak spot. The shank cutters fit in there. Steady now, like a flower ranger. 2 cuts since you come loose. 93, I'm gonna fuck this up. No, nice, we succeeded. After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot, tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Press down. Easy. Snap, the knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature marks around it. The lieutenant leans closer, running his finger across the dark red groove until there's a gap. Sorry about that. Goddamn yawns. The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck. As it ought to be, this is where it grips on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up. Hemorrhaging is a preserved skin above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consisting with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Write it down. Chest is intact. He presses on it. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia. He pulls down the man's underpants. No, it's gonna happen! See! I fucking knew it! Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Let's not expect that. Write it down and move on. Back is symmetrical and intact. He struggles to turn the corpse on the side. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see small residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. Pretty damn. So much writing down. Last item, hands. He takes the man's right hand in his and inspects it, then moves on to the other hand. Let the lieutenant work alone. Hands are clean. He inspects the wrist. No signs of a written struggle. Ready down? Woo, he turns to the side. The breath is not enough. Wears his face in his sleeveless jacket. You hear him have a voice. That's all for external. Well done. What's next? Internal examination. Central nervous system, he says. Then concludes abruptly, I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system? You don't even have a yoke? Nope. Right, NA. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. He gets close to swollen mouth hole. Eyes squinting from the fumes. Not injury related. Eyes and tongues protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see. With his mouth almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it lently. The rotten smell erupts from his mouth. Purge fluids run down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his suffering inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night. Yeah, jack that fucker off! The hyoid is fractured, he says after a while. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact, unremarkable. Write it down. Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaw. Respiratory system, he stops to exert more force. Both hands are used. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucus of the lips and mouth. Write it down. He wipes his brow. Hepatobiliary. Not available. Right, not available. Same for toxicology. Yes. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits severity in the lower extremities. Feet, hands, and neck. Visibly consistent with the hanging. Write it down. Gastrointestinal. He breathes breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. Looks around on the ground. The pool of fish is there. Then he touches the corpse below the lower abdomen and says, digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila! Write it down, omit the voila. What's next on the list? A description of injuries. Let's see. It says bite marks, contusion of the head and chest, and ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too. Be thorough if you want maximum results. Bite marks. Yeah, it's head, chest, and scalp bite marks. Injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body, and ontologists don't need to be consulted. Write it down. A new opinion officer. This is the description. There are 2 boxes that want to be ticked. Non-fatal post-mortem. Agreed. Next injury, contusions. So the scalp bleeds from post-mortem head injury. A stone. The injury does not have a dream of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem. At maximum velocity, fucker! Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity. Write it down. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. This is the description of injury, 2 boxes. Non-fatal, post-mortem. Right, next. Ligature mark. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape, measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured and cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark, the death mark, 1 centimeter, no signs of clawing on the neck. Write it down. Below the note, 2 customary boxes await to take the man's head jerks to the side, awaiting judgment. The ring is around his neck. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's no time. This time, no rush. Well, it is a fatal injury. That's it. He cracks an uneasy smile. We've established cause of death. It's not much, and it is much to be questioned, but it's a start. Hell yeah! Even more XP. Ah, a new skill point. Fuck yeah. He brings a small plastic roll from his jacket and a body bag. Let's wrap it up and pronounce this field autopsy over. First, how did it go? Well, established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of autopsy. What else? We were through with the list of injuries too. We scrubbed it all in detail. What does it say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy. Oh yeah, electrochemistry. Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order. Yo. What now? I need a copy of that autopsy, then I will drive into Fauberg. Rip up a copy of the autopsy pages. His hands were not tied. Was he knocked out when they threw him off the tree? Maybe. Maybe, Goliath. For processing. He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red pen in his hand, then at the corpse again. Tilt your head, looking at the corpse. Ooh. What do you mean, -1 established probable cause? Ah, fuck. You run your hands on the victim's... Well, I guess if I checked all things, maybe that would have been better, maybe? You run your hands on the victim's body, his limbs, his torso, his swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. Looking at his under fingernails like Kim already did. Fingernails have turned dark, they're shifted and quite long. There's dirt under them, that's all. Think we missed something? You can't shake the feeling there's more sickness in the fresh before. Got gut feeling there's more to this corpse. Okay, well, we're in a living mortis here. He's disintegrated. We need to refrigerate the body. If we want to conduct another examination, we need to do it fast. Okay, we do find a fridge for the body. Hey! A wide smile appears. Wasn't there a giant iceberg sarcophagus below the building? Points towards the commercial area. Why, yes, there was. It was massive. Red eyes glowing in the dark. Yeah, why? Yes, there was. Now, detective, I've rarely been disappointed by the sight of a giant iceberg fridge. I think we should take a look at it first. Make sure it's big enough for us before we carry him over. Closes the notebook, cracks his neck. Let's move. With every hour, what I was looking for in the deceased will become harder to find. Alright, let's go. Let's go get this. I can do it. He died to something. It's There, man, go. Wait, it was in here, right? Let's do this. It's detective time. I kind of actually, I should probably not to pull that shit out. So, what do you think about this fridge, Kib? It looks big enough for 2 corpses. It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it's capacious, and cold enough too. Shall we go and get the body then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage. The 2 of you, easily. Let's do this. Clap your hands. Seems legit. The body is heavier than expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. And 10 more minutes to stuff it in the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork. Ah, frig XP. Beautiful, he says, wiping his hands on his handkerchief. A dead body in an iceberg fridge. Did some of the best police work I've ever done. You definitely earned a drink after this. Perhaps even more. Perhaps even some pagan rites. What? Yes, we need to celebrate by performing pagan rites. Let's bring out the meat and set it on fire. Yeah. So somehow I don't think I'm supposed to listen to this. Really? You think it's good work? No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in the iceberg fridge. This store does not leave this room. He means it. He doesn't want it to be the iceberg cup. We did our best with the means at our disposal. Did we though? His eyes. Okay, maybe we did. At least we stopped the body from decomposing further, and now we can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances. Inside the ice room of the iceberg fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting. Perception. One more time. My morale! Come on, Gabe. You touch the dead man's body, his skin is cold, light blue and silver in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea what to begin or what even to do with him. The lieutenant drugs his side for warmth. It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then. Tell me something there, man. How would you like it in the fridge? Oh, 5 XP, nice. I like it a lot, brother. This release you find is now. You're a genius. A regular Copolangelo. Puns. The puns. You stay in there. Just one empathy towards Kim Katsuragi. know what? I'm gonna lock this. And I'm gonna internalize this. Because I'm gonna become a detective! Ah, I only need 5 more XP for another skill point. And then let's see. What did I need for the corpse stuff? Not the corpse. The trail outside. Not here. For the footprints, Babs. Is it perception? The footprints in the mud. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy. Don't know. I know what words are. Maybe up here. The thing I failed so many times. Was it perception? No, it was visual calculus. And then we do that one. Level it the fuck up. But we're gonna need that for now. Gonna have to take some drugs later on. See, 83%. Come on. Come on. Yes! 8 pair of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right. The hardy boys in the mess hall in running rags. Over then one by one. Standard work boot, steel enforced. Number 46, just like Titus was wearing in his booth. Is the big dick, Titus Hardy. The one with the bald cap on his head. Interesting. Is it? Didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy. Maybe even too easy. In counting standard work boots, steel enforced toes. 44, either the blonde muscle guy Glenn or the young guy with the plectrum around his neck. Hobnailed work boot, steel enforced toes. Number 43, the ink bang perhaps. Standard work boots number Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny flick of cigarette ash inside the print. What else? Another standard work boot. Reinforced toes, 44, the times before. Either musician Gene or muscle-bound blonde Glenn. Light as air, same make of boot, but number 41. Small like a rat, Shanky. Counter it. Regular outline for standard work boots, 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus, carrying something. And the last one. Ah, another level up. Another standard work boot. Number 44. The aberration in the pattern. There is an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8 hardy boy. 7 sets of tracks, right? That has been tracking your eyes moment. And all was here. 8 actually. That's so interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary? A leader like Titus doesn't let one of you guys out of sight easily, especially at times like this. Whatever caused it must. What do you mean? Whatever caused it must. I see. Aberration. So one's soul is smoother than the other. Interesting. Let's name it the odd soul. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the missing hardy boy. I wonder who he is. Do you have any idea, Lieutenant? Someone operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor, or maybe a drummer. That's stupid. No. So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer. No, it's not. I forget I said it. We're not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right sole before the left. Accelerator is on the right. Nod thoughtfully. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone stuck out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? Yes, prudent. The lieutenant writes down the information in his notebook, then reverts to tracks in the mud. Not the mind. Light step, number 41, shoe. Guessing it's the skinny hardy boy. The one with the front teeth missing. You mean the rat-faced one? Yes, well... Then thinks for a moment, yeah, he did look like Victor, actually, right. You think those prints belong to him? Probably. Could still be wrong, but I'm probably not. A heavy one, 200 kilogram imprint. 200, thinks for a moment. This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built armored man. Maybe it's the fat hardy boy, the one sitting in the middle. You might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely. You're right, the fat guy from the route wasn't carrying the weapon. Possibly, yes. The lieutenant marks something down in his notebook. How old do you think these trucks are? A week, maybe? 7 days will fit the time frame provided to us by the caller who reported the hanging. Maybe it was a giant five-head. No. It is not impossible. How do you know? Oh, last week's forecast for coastal reversal. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day. Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. Commotion here could have taken place a week ago. What do you think happened here? What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy here to the tree. One of them can reach them. They shoved it around, especially on the tree. After hoisting up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, it seems to appear to be a lynching. Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. So far, so good. Only one thing missing. He looks at the tracks, face lighting up from realization. Of course, there were 8 tracks, which is only 700 boys. 8 tracks, 700. Let him have his moment of joy. There's one pair made from a Union box, the 8th pair. I'm going to say that was our old soul. So the old soul was present at the lynching, but isn't in the mess hall right now. Yes, he corrects his glasses. I doubt the Hardy Boys are going to tell us who this person is for now. It's best we keep our eyes open. I'm sure our investigation will eventually lead us to Old Soul. Thought of it all. Leave. Oh, he's 21. 48. Let's see if the guy I was supposed to knock my stuff at, the guy in the apartment, after 21, he was supposed to be there. Oh my god, corpse. Even though it's gone now. You will never know the greatness of this shitty place. Come on, we have to go. Come on. Book is titled Man from Yemdal and the Wildfire. Ah, okay. Why are you still here?
Trying to sneak up on me.
Maybe I will snuff you out later if you shut the fuck up, son of a. There we go. Here we're going up to the balcony, talk to the person there. Smack them in the face with the crowbar, make them talk. That's how we do it in the police office, right? You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. A maroon glow of light pollution rises when there he is. Hello, Sam. I need to talk the shit with you.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from your cigarette. And his shirt is still unbuttoned. We got your hit. Found the key right under that stone.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling as he looks at you. Something sparkles in his eye.
Tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes?
Beautiful.
He says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you, and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. Some questions. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me. He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighborhood windows are lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush. What the fuck? Besides, I got red. Going to leave you alone again, that's sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an evil this cool and mysterious ever again. But I just found you again. Just look at it. Yes, it's towards distant motorways, all leading to Golden La Delta. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this? Electrochemistry. He's right. Only losers go to bed early. Time to break out the booze. Only if you promise we'll talk again. It's important. Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth. If as you're saying those words, we'll talk. The smoker assures you, brushing his hand through his hair. Just not tonight. Ah, even more XP. Gaining all the skill points soon. Take care, alright? He says with another disarming smile before slipping off into the night. Something different about him, and I just can't put my finger on. Different, of course. He smells so. He smells so good. Why on earth does he smell so good? He smells good. The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. That's weird, right? He smells good, and that's weird. Okay, but come on, time, man. Spell holding it together. It's all he can do. Keep bursting out in laughter. Come on, detective, let's go. We're gonna pretend witness the interview. His Sunday friend, remember? He knows. Oh no. The door partner. I wonder what they were doing. Oh no. They were doing the bad things. Oh no. It's supposed to be a kid-friendly game, probably. Quarterly business magazine. An empty trash ashtray. Dishes soaked up in a pot. Getting all the points. Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Sir, can you stop talking to yourself? I'm doing stuff. What the? Samaritan conical head. I'll take that. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. Oh. Party Dragon Silk Robe, +1 drama, +1 electrochemistry. How do I look in this? Ah, yes. Fabulous! We're keeping this. Oh, can I use this at the same time? Ah, hells yeah. Cultural appropriation. Nah, just keep my dick mullen, Hellman. An old photo of the same apartment, dated year 01. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. Is there nothing else? Alright, let's talk to him.
You have acquired the robe. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
Oh, thank you. You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Villedron. I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sir Leclerc.
I see.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Let's see. Showing some blah blah blah. Let's get down to business. Hello, Mr. Villedron. Let's get started.
Let me just say, it has been an emotional week for me.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air comes in from the balcony. Lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed. You actually witnessed the lynching? I'm sorry to say I did, officer. The man takes some nod. Is it because... start from the beginning, if you don't mind. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It's so surreal to me, like in a play. Lieutenant's already screamed out notes. What do you mean, like in a play? It was just so strange, I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seeing this. Sounds like the victim was unconscious, at least incapacitated. Interesting. How many were there? I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10? Maybe 8? Then it sends you a sharp look at the mention of the lumber. Were any of them huge, like 200 kilograms huge? That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, so far as I could tell. What happened next? I went back inside. Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing. We haven't see anything from inside. Officer, the yard was pitch black. There's nothing to see. I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. Were they men, women? All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly. What is it? Ethnicity were they? I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites Oreo packets among them, and I'm quite certain that one span spoke with a Mesque accent. Maybe. Give me a sec. Oop. So dark in my room. Oh my god. Poor apartment. What happened next? Well, that's the strange part, officer. Is it Mesk? It's probably like that. You're probably right, guys. Mesk. Or is it just me saying Mesk? Mesque. Okay, don't laugh, guys. You're being mean right now. So mean. Yes, only expensive apartments have lightning. Yes. I mean, yes, of course, Goliath. I mean, who can afford having lights in their apartment? Only rich people, that's who. Well, that's strange. That's the strange part, officer. Nothing happened. It was only quiet for a public lynching. What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched the guy. Eventually, the shots died down. That was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything. You're right. That does sound strange. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add. But what time was all this happening approximately? I can say is that it was late. Let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hand yourself, did you? No, I didn't see the cops until the following day. Those are all my questions. Thanks for your time. Yeah, of course. And can do to assist the RCM. What's an official like you doing in Martinez? Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Here is an index finger. Inflation is a killer. Like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. What is the price stability? Is the most important thing. That clears everything up. Central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability. Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change. Precisement. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. That is fascinating, but I want to ask you something else. But not too far below. No, too far below is bad. Below, but close to 2%. You're not asking my questions at all. Coalition believes in the importance of informing public about the benefits of price stability. Transparency is one of principles. Would you like an informed fans that? Yeah, no, I'm good. A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'etre of moralitern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. Oh, for fuck's sake. Pass his pockets, but I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line, make information available. It's part of Moralitern's commitment to transparency. Whatever. Enough business. Let's talk something else. Can you tell me about your friend? My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra. Life has not been easy for him, but he's learned the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. I see. Well, fuck it. I ain't gonna do this anymore. A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we don't have a chance to speak again. Hold on, why can't we talk later? It's against diplomatic best practice for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. He pauses, and I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well. I'm not going anywhere, I just want to take a look around with this power plant. You know what? Thanks for the heads up. I'm done. Of course, I'm glad you could help. I could help. I could help too. Let's see. Because I snapped this photo that the hanged man's tattoos. His face intricate blue web of blue lines stretched across his torso. You admit it looks pretty cool. An intricate web of blue lines stretched across the torso of the hanged man, shoulder solar plexus. I think I already did this. Each time the lines intersect a small star form the crossing, I did. What's the meaning of this tattoo? For you to discover, you're gonna as far as you will without assistance. Who are you? Gone. Ah, so it's still that shit. Oh well. I have one more point. No. You know what? I'm probably gonna get. So, what cool stuff do we want?